flexing very hard.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because we see very distinct playstyles, although same hero pool with added variety. Like for example, Naomi does play a lot of these efficient tanks, but also play the cheese picks like the Natalia. Well, also you have Cambodia, who's adjusted to more of the utility role, both in Socross and Odum, with Odum prioritizing more on the Florins, the Estes. So it's kind of like the same, but different.
It's actually a
It's
big...
same, but different.
It's a complicated thing.
It's a big stark difference between Naomi, who loves those catch heroes. Franco, oh my god, we haven't even seen the Franco highlight yet, right? Where are the highlight reels of this guy all the way from the big international tournaments from way before?
I keep remembering Franco. Was that the actor's name?
What?
The guy who played the rival of Spider-Man. James Franco.
James Franco.
James Franco. Remembering a quote from a movie. Same.
Well, is that
Odom was in the middle of the team fight, so no need for the Purify because there was a Chong Piseth on those taunt skills. We will see that on this replay. Kosal Piseth did a great job, by the way, on that double kill against Cambodia. And just look at that. The whole Cambodian team was just beside each other, just for the sustain. They have a front line, and at the same time, those free hits from a Cone Ame as to why 3 assists for this Beatrix of Cambodia.
even with the alley-oop in that last play, right? That was a pretty swag player if you think about it.
Yeah, that setup from Kosal Piseth, starting the fight with the final slash, and it feels like it was the final trigger that they were waiting for. As Myanmar, they were forced to use the spells as early as possible, but Sken with the Darknet Falls, he tried to recover with the Retribution Turtle, didn't get it. And Cambodia, of course, you'd naturally just win out because at this point in the game, you have damage and you also have sustain coming out from the Estes.
How much more later on if the favorite boots of Odom is already at pick with 1.5k?
Yeah, the charge,
so most
That's
likely
big.
for Myanmar, as much as possible, they should really spike up the damage already for Justine because that is going to be the burst damage. But again, also for Ken, by the way, during the turtle team fight, he focused his deadly stinger on that Fredrin.
Yeah.
So maybe a change of target for the team fight just to really burst a specific hero that could be easily killed on a team fight,
Well,
just for the -1 concept.
We'll find out who comes out on top, especially on this turtle take, which I
Naomi.
think Cambodia also wants to take as well.
Jumps
Naomi,
in,
this time
Tyrant's
around.
Rage with the Darknet Falls Shadaban already falling down. Better their strike casted by Justin onto the back lines. And Odom, he's not able to join the fight here. And Myanmar takes a clean turtle. Naomi, he is still looking into setting up here against Kosal Piseth. However, Ruby DD perfectly zoning out 2 heroes on the side of Cambodia.
Yeah, that was definitely not the most efficient pick for Cambodia to try to go for that, especially with Koname very far away from the back line.
Yeah, but I believe Koname during that moment was still clearing a minion wave in the middle lane. But yeah, for Myanmar, it was a better execution again, and still the focus on Chandavan. But during that moment, majority of the players of Cambodia are still positioning on the turtle objective, and there's gonna be a fun laning, right, with Ruby Didi and Kosal Piseth on that
Arlet.
mastery of their heroes
Yeah,
usage.
this Arlet, man, it's really crazy. Even though he does not have the same damage as a fighter Arlet, because he is using that tenacity.
Yes.
He's able to play around these skirmishes because he can just walk in and he is survivable enough to make use of a lot of these vengeances. And I just saw I think it was a Sea Halberd already on Ken, on Hellcat.
Yep,
So I
yep.
think that's big.
That is actually very massive, aside from the obvious fact that it will disrupt healing.
Yeah.
The damage is already through the roof.
Speaking
I'm
of disrupt,
surprised. Look, Ken is level 12.
Yep, that is really fast actually for Myanmar, and that is also because majority of the lanes, aside from Zipic clearing the minion wave, it is really Ken, since there is a big chance for him to be on the backup with that movement speed on the Dark Knight Falls. So definitely,
strike.
oh wait.
Oh, flicker, Naomi!
Oh!
Vengeance dodge! I mean, it's cute play, but can he survive? He does not. In front of the carry, he dies, and Myanmar gets one. But again, it was a cute play.
That's right. These are moments where you really remember there's no one that is strong enough against 5 people on your own.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm actually surprised that he had the awareness to know that the Kufra was jumping in.
Could have been a different decision from other players, but Kosal Piseth,
Could have been an easier kill for Myanmar.
That's right.
We have this killer instinct, but for Kosal Piseth, it's dodge instinct? Or
Dodge instinct.
Survival
instinct.
There
There you
There's a
go.
more
Thank you so
natural
much,
term for
Ryan.
it.
Yep, survival.
Naomi jumps in for the airstrike used by Justin Chandabal. Quickly falls to the
Odom.
damage output of Ken. Odom is not able to land the heal onto the brethren. He healed the other teammates and they were at full HP.
Oh my god, Myanmar right now is already at 5.6k gold lead, and take note, Demon Hunter Sword plus Sea Halberd and the Malefic Roar for Myanmar, as to why they are also bursting Chandavan already, because this is actually the specific healer for, hero for Cambodia that is meant to be sustained in the middle of the team fight. So without the tanky hero, I believe this Ube strategy won't really be effective against Myanmar.
I don't envy them right now.
Just by Kasal, but the flicker is there from Naomi. The damage from Feather Strike is so much, and Koname dies, and Zippy naturally takes out the Arnold on the front line. Cambodia, they're not able to sustain the damage output that Myanmar is outputting at the moment, and the Lord is already marching towards the bottom lane.
Myanmar basically doing the same thing over and over again. Try to focus on whoever is in front, and I don't envy Chandavan nor Piset at this point. They are so easy to burst down.
Yep,
And falls by Ken, used to make sure
Naomi,
that
though,
he is able to push a tower here. Naomi will not be able to catch any target, but Cambodia, they were also reactive when it comes to
Look at that!
going back. But the Dark Knight Falls was used, and Naomi falls down to the Appraiser's Wrath of the Brethren, but Ken take the tower in the mid lane. Zippy, flicker out, and the Beatrix actually followed through, but Koname was not able to connect onto the carry.
Nice defense, by the way, for Cambodia, although 2 inhibitor turrets was destroyed by Myanmar. And by the way, from Myanmar, the threat that they should look forward to is the final slash. That was close against CV. It just so happened that the players of Cambodia don't really have those ultimates available during that moment because they defended their base. But yep, 10k goldie for Myanmar on this time. And for the side of Cambodia, there's really no counter yet against the healing as well against this Rubididi hero, which is Glue. So imagine for Rubididi as to why he is really aggressive on setting up plays for Cambodia, because there's no enough item sets from Cone Army, and at the same time there's no burst as of the moment on Champiset's hero.
Rubididi.
He can be
again.
aggressive.
Ken jumps in, but Chandavan was able to get away, but Naomi jumps in as well to get a catch and a latch onto the Brethren, while Justin takes out the Estes on the back line. So much damage coming out from Myanmar inside the duration of the Dark Knight Falls.
Yep, and that's so far so good here for Myanmar. Rubididi, he's doing very aggressive plays because he knows that he can.
Yep,
No one can disrupt his healing, like Chantal said.
And at the same time, what makes Rubididi more confident on setting up plays again or diving on the formation of Cambodia is that whenever he comes in, there's a follow-up feathered airstrike from Justin. So once there is maybe a millisecond of stun or delay against the movement of Cambodia, there are at least 2 hits from the feathered airstrike, then a secure kill already for Myanmar.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Because you see Myanmar always doing this. Like when the Dark Knight Falls pops, the far side is always in the range to use the feathered airstrike onto the SS. And I feel like the communication at the moment is just crystal clear for Myanmar. It's perfect, and all of them actually contribute to making the shots off. Do we actually go? Because again, all these fights have been perfect for Myanmar.
And for Cambodia, it's like, all right, we're blinded. Where is this damage coming from? And it's so difficult, right?
Wait, I'm dead.
Am I dead? Am I dead already?
It's as if you're finding the perfect spot to do those free hits, but then again, your hero's already...
They see the Estes. Naomi already prepping for the jump. Lord is going to be defended there, but Naomi jumps in. He actually gets nothing, and Cambodia actually able to take him down, but at the price of Kusal Piset, that's
Zippy!
down. But Zippy, the damage of the carry in front line. Zippy able to take out the Estes as well, and Chandapan will fall. Triple kill for the carry, and Myanmar wipes them out. Maniac for Zippy, and they take game number 1.
That looked very crisp and very clean for the Myanmar representatives, and they are definitely in their element.
Zippy with those damages, no counter definitely for Cambodia. Just went in for those free hits, and majority of the skills of Cambodia on that last team fight went against Naomi, and